All right. So, what I'm doing here is I'm actually in between shooting some content with this TV. This is the S95c 75. I'm sorry, 77 inch. So I am to a point where I am inspecting and getting ready to take you guys to, what like QHD is like, because it's a very nice resolution. It's a nice sweet spot, we'll call it, to be able to play your game in. And what I noticed was that I was unable to get a full screen with QHD. And this was probably because I had the game in 144 hertz. And when I took it out of 144 hertz, I was able to get full screen. So at first I started to think like, wait, this thing can't do QHD, which is 2560 by 1440. And it was giving me like this ultra wide functionality where there was just like the black bars. Like it's working right now. And things look great, from the distance I'm at. Right now I'm a little bit closer than I normally would sit, but I was thinking that this TV couldn't do it. The 144 hertz works really good though. It's native. Right now in QHD, I am getting about 100 and this thing is reading 170 frames, right? It's just, I know for a fact that right now in this orientation or with these settings that I am not taking advantage of a variable refresh rate, which means I could run into some crazy tears, right? And so the 144 at 4K, obviously that's like the claim to fame. That's what we want. But not being able to access it in the space of QHD does hinder the experience a little bit. It hinders it a little bit, right? So we go to NVIDIA control panel. Yeah, this is the 3090 build I just built, brother. So we've got, we're at 2560. And I hope you guys can see. Can you guys see like the resolution there? It looks a little pixelated on my phone, but right here we've got 4K. Yeah, there's a difference, definitely, absolutely. And I have a lag tester, man, and I tested the lag, and there's like a fly that came in here. So yeah, there's a difference. So the 144, it's nice that it just pops up. So you don't have to do any kind of tricks to get 144. Unlike the S95B, you had 100 hertz, you had 120 hertz. The 144 is just there, so that's great. In 4K, it works perfectly, like it's there. If you drop this down to QHD, which I was hopeful for these two to be a combination, right? So we go QHD and 144. Now, if it works because you guys are on live, then thank you. But at this point, I'm trying to research this, and this is like in between me actually shooting content about this. So yeah, bam, right here, this is what you get. This is what you get if you have QHD and 144 hertz. The game goes in this weird ultra wide, right? So it would appear that QHD is not meant for 144 hertz. I'm getting about 170, 140, right? But it's like this funky ultra wide, and nothing wrong with ultra wide. If you're gonna play ultra wide, you'd want to play 3840 by 1600. That would be the definitive ultra wide resolution. This is supposed to be 16 by 9 though. I'm hoping I'm making sense. So I'm gonna test this one more time just so I can kind of get my point across if I'm not making sense. So when we take this from 144 hertz, you have to do this within the window settings. When we go back down to 120, we apply. Not only is my Windows going to be full screen, it's going to be the full 16 by 9. But my game is also. Right? So big, beautiful, we're at 120 hertz. The only reason I'm going live is not to be extra, but it's just, this is the fact finding. You cannot do QHD with 144 hertz on the S95C, which never did they say that you could. You can definitely do 4K. But for those of you that are into the competitive gaming, this is a really great resolution that would have been nice for you to be able to have that extra bit of lower input latency and faster response time. That's really what it is. So I got to this point in the video and I'm like, wait, this is not working. So yeah, but like I said, you can do 4K 144, no problem. This thing is beautiful. No issues there. The only catch to running 4K at 144 is that you need to be conscious of how settings work. God, that looks ridiculous. Oh my goodness. You need to be conscious of how settings work, because unless you've got yourself an amazing GPU, you are not going to be able to take advantage of that. You also want to make sure that the desktop is set on that too. So again, that's why in the game I changed the resolution, but I like to have it changed in the background also. And then I can go back and full screen the game. I mean, a piece of this is going to be in this video that I'm getting ready to render, but since I made this discovery, and I know no one has spoken about this TV in this capacity yet, God almighty, this looks so freaking good. But right now, like I have this game of max settings. I'm getting like 100 frames. Let me take you a little bit closer. So the top is like my FPS. The 99% lows is kind of like the average of, you know, of things. And this isn't bad. This is not bad. At max settings, I could turn settings down on this 3090 and I can really get some good stuff done here. Right? We can push a lot from this. The water, everything just looks absolutely beautiful. But again, the whole point of this is, what if you wanted to play and you truly wanted to get 144 hertz all the time, right? Because the higher the frame rate, the lower your latency is, guys. That's really what we're getting at. It's just unfortunate you can't do QHD. I would rather not have to turn down 4K, because if you turn down settings on 4K, I would rather have max settings at QHD with 144. It's just unfortunate we're not there yet. I thought we were there. Samsung never said anything about it, but you know, that's just how my brain works. I'm like, oh man, I'll be able to do QHD, but the 120 is fine. It's just that I figured I would bring this information to you guys. I'm gonna finish rendering this video. You guys are gonna get this upload in about an hour. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace, God bless, max love.